an awesome conference. It's very well staffed, very well serviced, so it's been a very good marketing opportunities for us.
I've really enjoyed having a great opportunity to interface with a lot of the participants.
This has been a fantastic conference, very well organized, very well attended.
It's a great place to come and showcase your products.
This has been an A+ experience for us the whole way through.
I just felt that there was a level of enthusiasm here that sometimes we don't see.
So the mix has been really nice to have, that mix of teachers, assistants, those in HR. I almost never encounter folks from human resources at conferences, as well as principals and superintendents.
So it was really a way for us to reach out to some people that sometimes we don't get to reach out to.
We've had some stakeholders, decision makers that are really interested in our products, and I was lucky enough to have a vendor session that was well attended.
We were fortunate enough to do a presentation and had an overwhelming response at the presentation. Standing room only. In fact, I think 43 people were turned away.
The greatest thing I appreciate from this conference so far is it's very well coordinated.
Cedar Conferences does an outstanding job taking care of their vendors and obviously all of their participants.
I just really appreciate the cadence and the tempo that's at the show. And you know there's a burst of activity that's going to be coming up. It's right there in the calendar, right there in the schedule, and so you can get ready. And then when it comes, you get it's like a flood.
When I was here, I was completely overwhelmed with the number of people we had inquiring about our program, and we had 3 people at the booth and we still couldn't keep up.
There were 3 of us in our booth and we were running for 12 hours to keep up with the foot traffic.
Having the booth here in kind of this central area where a lot of the keynotes were happening, a lot of the dining services were happening, brought a lot of foot traffic through our booth.
The way the flow and the way everything is moving, that there is a bad location.
Being right next to open areas for social hours and things like that really helps the foot traffic come in and out. You know, of course, during the lunch breaks, etc., plenty of foot traffic. It doesn't feel crowded.
And it really creates this interactive environment for not only the teachers and the staff, but also for the exhibitors as well.
What's really neat is it has a feeling of a much smaller conference, but this is a much larger conference than I actually even expected.
I'm really impressed with the app on the Kindle.
People had incentive to come by and visit with you.
They've had fantastic food, fantastic support. We all learned how to use a Kindle for the first time, many of us. It's just been a great combination of general sessions and exhibit booth time.
I think it's an absolutely fantastic conference to attend. It's a lot of fun. It's great working with the educators, like I said, and we'll absolutely be attending the next event. I know our teams are talking about already planning the next one in Monterey.
So I think almost anybody that has educational materials in any way would benefit from attending a conference like this and being an exhibitor.
I think it's definitely well worth your time to attend CSC conferences. The amount of support that we get from the staff, the opportunity to introduce the products that you have to other people that you may have not reached out to before, it's just a wonderful experience that I would highly recommend you taking part of.
This is a great conference. As I said, especially if you are a vendor who typically needs to be interfacing with people who are able to make decisions about products, this is a great conference for that because that demographic is represented here in a good ratio with other job classifications.
It's a really great networking conference. If you're a vendor and those are your constituents, those are your potential customers, it's a really well invested amount of time and effort at the show.
It's multifaceted, it's well attended, and there's something for everybody.
If you want to come to a 5-star conference with 5-star service for vendors, I highly recommend that you sign up.
We've already signed up again as a platinum sponsor for next year. I would highly recommend it.
We would recommend this conference to other vendors, and we would also be attending in Monterey next year.